Welcome. In this lesson, we're learning to do reflections over lines that are not necessarily the X or the Y axis. It does start out with doing the X and Y axis. So again, just like the previous lesson, again, you want to be on equal distance on the other side of the line of reflection. Since I'm 10 units below the line of reflection, I'm going to be 10 units above the line of reflection. Quick review. But now, if you'll notice, are reflecting over a line that's not necessarily the y-axis. So you need to be careful. Don't just think, oh, if I'm at 6, I need to be at -6. That's incorrect, right? You could do that when it was the y-axis. But now that we're at x equals -1, we're actually 7 units away from the line of reflection. I need to be 7 units on the other side, which puts me all the way out to -8, not to -6. So be very careful now that you don't just change the sign. They're also going to do slant lines. Now, when it comes to slant lines, you need to be equal distance on the opposite side. Now, to make sure you're at the opposite point that you need to be the line that connects your point. I want to make sure I emphasize this. The line that connects the point that you put on the graph and the original point, if you were to connect those two, must be perpendicular to the line of reflection. So you need to be careful that you look at the slope of the line of reflection, which is 1. You're going to follow a slope of -1 until you get to the graph. So in other words, the slope of this is -1. I'm going to follow a slope of 1, but I'm going to be going to the left. So I'm going to be going left and down 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 diagonal squares. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, I need to make sure that if I was to draw a line in between R and the point I put on there, it's a line that's perpendicular to this, and the orange point, or my new point, is equal distance away as R was. Again, here's another easy one across the y-axis. So that one shouldn't be very difficult to do. We'll curve and fly through this one. Again, the x-axis, again, very simple one. So just because some of them are getting harder doesn't mean you can't get some more simple ones. Okay, so now this one we're reflecting again an image that's not the y-axis. We're reflecting over this line here. So just treat it like it's the y-axis. But just be careful with your numbers that you don't actually try to, think, oh, if this is at 2, then I need to be at -2. No, that actually is the other point of the same thing. Let's see again. So I'm going to jump ahead. I'm hoping to get some more diagonal lines. See, here's another diagonal line. And I don't think they're going to give you anything very hard. It'll always be like slopes of 1, I think, and I'm going to make sure. So again, if I have a slope of 1, I'm going to do a slope of -1. So I'm going diagonally back this way. And it looks like I do 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half, which is really nice because there's my half, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to end up right there. Now, that's H. So be very, very careful now where you put G, E, and F. So I'm going to go with G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my G. Now what's interesting, this vertical line used to be this horizontal line. HG became this line here. So again, now I'm going to come here and I'm going to go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the other one should be obvious. Wow, what did I do? I shouldn't be having all those weird. Oh, I know why I did that little cross, because I needed to do that one first. But just be very, very careful. Another way to look at this is think about this vertical line here. I'm jutting off to the right of it. I should be jutting off to the left or above this one, right? Looks like a reflection. Perfect. Should more look like it. It should be a reflection. So again, another nice diagonal line. So I'm going to come over here to find V. 1, 2, 3 and a half. So there's my half. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to use this point up here. So I'm going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. So there's a half. 1, 2, 4, 5. And then my last one here. Another way you could do it, well, that is to, yeah. I'm mumbling to myself. I do that on occasion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm tilting my head and looking to make sure it looks correct. And it does. It looks like it's a nice mirrored image. So just be careful as you do these. I'm not sure if they give you any that are, like I said, other than a diagonal slant line of 1. I'm going to just jump ahead quickly here. Yeah, see again, just a diagonal slant line of 1, 2.5. I'm going to be 2.5. Here I'm going to be 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then hopefully you can finish the rest from there. Another way, I mean, going out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. There's the half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this one, we've got to do this point here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, I look to see, well, T is on the edge, so this point should be on the edge that's above. S is on the bottom edge, so this should be on the right edge. 6 is on the line y-axis, so its reflection should be, well, actually, that's 6. This one corresponds to that point. But you see the reflection, right? Anyway, if you have, ooh, I did something wrong. Let's see what I did wrong. Looks right. Oh, I went way too far down. Oh, no, I answered that. I didn't go far enough down. The correct answer, see, look what I did. I did this point needs to be right here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I went 4. How did I go 4 when it's only 3? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Again, make sure you count correctly. Maybe I'll, again, need to go back and learn how to count. If you have questions, please feel free to contact me or ask Mrs. Smith.